Hey, good morning everyone. Happy Sunday. Rob here from Southwest Florida Television. We're down at the south end of the park this morning, down in Area 1. Beautiful out here. Another gorgeous morning in paradise. What are we going to see this morning? Are we going to get lucky and see some dolphins? Beautiful. The water looks really nice down here in Area 1. Really starting to clear up nice. Already seeing some pelicans flying around out there, out in the water, over the water. It figures, yesterday morning I came out at the north end of Area 2 and all the pelicans were sitting down here in Area 1. And now they're not out here, they're flying by. There's lots of birds flying by here. It's absolutely beautiful. Take a little stroll up the beach and see what we find. There's one of our little snowy egret friends in front of me. Well, he's in a hurry to get somewhere. So beautiful seeing the birds back here at the beach. Look at that sky. We had an absolutely gorgeous sunrise this morning. You might have seen the photo I posted. That was way out in East Naples. I was taken at the very east end of Vanderbilt Beach Road, at the end of Vanderbilt Beach Road. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Couple pelicans sitting out. There's one over there sitting out there in the water, one pelican there. And another one was just to the right of it, just took off. Oh, maybe he's gonna, there goes this one. See where he goes if he dives into the water here. Where's he going? See if he does a dive bomb. Where's he going? Yeah, he's going down to the south. Let's see here anymore. There's one. See what he does. Might get focused. Yeah, he did dive into the water, but it's still a little dark out there. It's hard for the camera to focus in the dark. on one second. I gotta respond to a text message. Sorry about that. It's so flat again out here this morning. Just amazing how calm that Gulf has been. I don't think it's gonna remain like that though. It looks like there's a tropical system cranking up down to the south of us. Looks like it's gonna be heading up the Gulf. Hopefully it's gonna stay way offshore from us, and hopefully it doesn't kick that red tide back in on us. That's the biggest problem when a storm passes in the Gulf. It might send that red tide right back up on our beaches. Let's pray that that doesn't happen. Things are just starting to look really nice here. The water is really starting to clear up. Starting to see all of our wading birds, our shorebirds returning to the beach. There's a big, well, he just took off. There's a big blue crab right there, running away from me. Ooh, here's one of our little anhingas. Up, down he went. Where's he gonna pop up? Where's he gonna pop up? It's amazing how they dive for those fish. Where'd he go? Could pop up anywhere here. Where did it go? Woof, he's all the way over here. Oh, he didn't stay up for very long. There's a couple more in the background there. Those are so, oh, this one got a fish right here in the front. He just came up with a fish. Takes them a while to eat them. Up, down the hatch. There, he got it. Nope, he didn't swallow it yet. Did he get it? Yeah. They usually take a drink after they, there you go, after they swallow their fish. One popped up right underneath it. That was funny. Came right up its butt. Now that was funny. Oh, that one got a fish too. Oh, they're fighting over it. They were fighting over the fish. That was different. Here comes another one into the picture. It's so neat watching them. Great little fishermen, those anhingas. Great little fishermen. And now they're all underwater. Oop, two just popped up. That is so cool. We got a line of little snowy egrets up ahead of me. There's one here on the left. There's a whole little group of them all lined up out in the water here, just along the edge of the beach. There's two more little anhingas over here. Three. Oh, there's a group of pelicans flying by. It's so nice to see our pelicans out. Such a good sign to see the pelicans. There's a few people out here already on the beach. There's some behind me and some up in front of me walking the beach. I don't know if you can see the little snowy egrets lined up here. There's some ibis up in front of them. That's an ibis. Snowy egrets. There's an ibis. One ibis, and the rest look like snowy egrets. All the little white birds here. Kind of hard to see. Not good contrast here with the water. See if we can get closer to them. Still no dolphins out there. Really peaceful here though this morning. A little bit of a breeze blowing. There's a little white ibis down here. They just walk up and down the beach looking for little, I don't know what they eat. I don't know what, they stick that beak down in the sand. I don't know what they actually eat. Where are you going? Make up your mind. Which way are you going? Little white ibis. They're beautiful when you see them flying. Did you see the black feathers underneath? Really interesting colors when they open up their wings. And there's a little snowy egret. Somewhere. I just saw it walking on the beach. Huh, where'd it go? There it is. A little snowy egret. With its little yellow feet. Another white bird. That's what we call them down here in Florida. AWBs. Another white bird. Our little ibis. Still not spotting any dolphins out there, darn it. excuse me, low tide was at just about 6:30 this morning. So the tide's starting to come back in now. There's that Area 2 boardwalk that I posted that video from yesterday. There's some great access points to the beach here for people that have a hard time getting out. They've got a couple places with some nice ramps like this to get out to the beach. Boardwalks and ramps. So you don't have to deal with stairs. They even have beach wheelchairs here. Just let them know at the ranger station and they'll hook you up with the beach wheelchair. You're gonna need somebody to push it though. There's two little snowy egrets. Where are our dolphins? They should be on the move here. We should see some out there reaching the surface there. Not yet. Oh, wow. Our great blue heron just showed up at the beach down behind me. Hopefully he'll stay there. We'll see him on the way back. One of our great blue herons. There's 3 of them that I know of here in the park. I haven't seen any ospreys up in the trees yet. Haven't heard any. Usually you'll hear an osprey or two. We'll see 1 or 2 up in the trees in the morning here. Haven't heard any yet. Just incredibly quiet out here this morning.
Are we on camera?
No. How are you doing today? This is extremely quiet out here. Right over there, right in the middle of the screen, when the doctor gives Roy the okay to come back to the beach, at least visit the beach, maybe not come out on the beach, I think that's where I'm gonna recommend he comes. There's a nice little boardwalk. This is the north end of Area 3. There's a nice little boardwalk. And it ends out here right on the beach. He can sit here. Be great for coming out and taking in the sunset. It's got a nice little bench at the end of it. But I think this would be a good spot for Roy to come out when he first returns to the beach. I know he's really getting anxious to do that. Really getting anxious. Out of all the things that he misses being able to do, coming to the beach is number one. I'm seeing some little fish jumping out in front of me. That's a nice little sign. I don't see that heron down there. Yeah, maybe he's out in the water. He's way down the beach there. He showed up after I passed by this morning. Still seeing a few dead fish and some dead crabs on the beach. There's a dead blue crab right down there, washing in. Unfortunately, those kinds of things are going to be with us for a while here. That red tide really took a toll on us, did a number on us. No red tide warning in effect though again today. We've been clear for the past several days now. The water still isn't back to its beautiful self. It's going to be a while before the water clears up. But at least the red tide isn't here along the beach. Looking for some shells. Not really seeing much of anything yet shell-wise. Usually we have better luck shelling up in area 4. We're just getting up into area 4 now. Still no sign of any dolphins out there. Incredibly flat morning again in the Gulf. In the old Gulf of Mexico. Some thick clouds down to the south there. Weather-wise, though, it's just absolutely gorgeous. A nice little breeze blowing, coming from the east, blowing offshore, keeping that red tide at bay. I'm not seeing the birds like we saw the other day. They're out here. They're just pretty active right now. They're all out in the water hunting for their breakfast. You can't see them. I mean, they're just little white specks up there. Lots of seagulls and terns flying by. I don't know if I zoom in if you'll be able to see them or not. And they're so tiny out there. Just little, you see little white specks flying by. You can hear them. I don't know if you can see them in the video or not. There's just hundreds of them flying around. Oh, somebody said they could see them. Okay. That's cool. Well, did you see Roy yesterday? He was in a good mood yesterday. I kind of just popped in on him, caught him a little by surprise there. I did post a picture of his leg. It is incredible how that leg is healed. I mean, he had a huge hole in his leg, probably about 4 inches, a huge hole. You could see right down into his shin bone and all the tendons in his leg. Now it's all filled in, it's all closed up. Miraculous. I mean, it's just amazing that he's healed up so quick. He's a very lucky man. God has treated him well. Darn, I am not spotting any fun shells yet along the beach. I was hoping to get out here since the tide was on the low side and find something cool. Just seen all our old regular stuff out here. A lot of clam shells and old fighting conchs. Look at this one. Looks like it's got green hair. The old Florida fighting conch. There's a piece of what was a really big moon shell at one time. Oh no. Sorry, I thought that was the bottom. It's the bottom. That's the top of what was a lightning whelk. That's the top of an old lightning whelk. That's pretty cool. You can look in there, see the spiral. And of course, I'm not going to let you off without showing you a slipper shell. We always pick up a slipper shell in the morning. This was all, I got to get another one. That was all full of sand. I'll find another slipper shell here in a minute. Maybe we'll find something else before the slipper shell. There's already been some folks out here combing the beach. Hopefully they left something for us. Here's a piece of a little apple murex. It's kind of neat. You can look inside the apple murex shell. I look inside an apple murex. That's kind of neat. That's kind of I'm going to keep that. You know, it's kind of nice to have a shell like that. When you have some nice ones, you can have one like this and people can see what it looks like inside. That's kind of cool. The apple murex. Wow. I'm looking up at Wiggins Pass and I just see hundreds of birds flying around. Wiggins Pass is quite a ways from here. I just saw hundreds of birds flying around. Wiggins Pass is all the way up at the north end of past those pine trees there on the right. I just saw a ton of birds flying around down there. It's looking up towards Bonita Beach. You can see all the way up to Fort Myers Beach if you look closely there. Beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm starting to get into a few shells here now. It's a little hard without the sun to spot them, spot the good ones. What is that down there? That is an old something. What is it? Really old. Piece of a really old Florida fighting conch. That's fossilizing there. It's turning to stone. That's a really old fighting conch shell. Wow. That's been buried for a long time. There's a nice little turkey wing shell. Those are fun to have in a collection, the old turkey wings. That's always a fun shell. Pretty obvious how it got its name, the turkey wing. Well, I've seen quite a few fighting conchs on the beach. Great little shells to collect, the fighting conchs. Florida fighting conch. There's a piece of a shark eye. Also called a moon shell, a shark eye. A little piece of one. Good eye on this one though. That's why they call it a shark eye. It's a moon shell. They also call it a shark eye because of that eye. Every once in a while we'll find some really nice ones here on the beach. As I walk to the north here, I noticed the water was a little cleaner down to the south. It's not quite as clean up here.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you all?
Great. All right, dolphins, come on by. See, the water's it's not nearly as clear here. It's still pretty cloudy up at the north end. South end of the beach is a lot clearer right now. And no birds out here on the beach this morning. A lot of times we'll come out and this sandbar here, this spit of beach will just be loaded with birds. They're all out here flying around just offshore. Diving into the water. Those look like terns. I'm assuming you can see them. The little white specks flying around. Beautiful colors though. I was hoping some pelicans would fly through. There's a couple pelicans, see if they make it into the frame. Yeah. Pelican's just over here. There goes one flying by. There's a couple pelicans sitting out in the water here. See what they do. Boom, dive bomb. Here comes another one. See what he does. Another dive bomb. So fun watching them. Boy, must be a lot of fish out here. The birds are all starting to congregate right out in this area. All the white birds are terns, smaller birds. Another pelican splashing into the water. So neat watching the birds out here. So peaceful. It's so fun watching them dive into the water, those pelicans. Good morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. That's all right.
Been following your videos since
Oh,
we're
well,
here in May. Absolutely
well, thank you.
wonderful job
Thank
you
you.
do.
Well, thank you.
When we're not here to see what's happening on Wiggins Pass, it's, we've followed them. Didn't
Well,
know
that's what
about
it's there
it
for,
before
yeah.
May.
That's what I try
Yeah.
to do, keep everybody in touch.
And updating with Roy.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
He's getting better.
Yeah, good, good.
Well, there's our...
Nice
What?
to...
Yeah, nice to talk to you. Enjoy your walk. Sounds like the Coast Guard. Oh, a private helicopter flying overhead. Well, I was kind of hoping that some dolphins would show up out here with all these pelicans, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Boy, more pelicans flying in from the north. Just like a lot of our friends will be doing soon. Here comes some more. Wow. Lots and lots of birds out there this morning. I'm just gonna walk up the beach a little bit further here. Try to find a nice little shell to take home. Then we'll head back. Start making our way back down the beach. Maybe we'll see some dolphins, maybe see our great blue heron friend. There's a little scallop shell. Little scallop. I think the clouds are going to start rolling in here soon. It's absolutely gorgeous right now. You can hear the boats heading out. Wow. Look at that, a little banded tulip shell, a little baby banded tulip. That's pretty cool. Another beautiful morning here in paradise. No doubt about it. A little broken whelk shell just washed up on the beach here. I'll keep it. It's got a little chip in it, but it's a keeper. It's not perfect. It's got some beautiful colors though. Beautiful little lightning whelk. Absolutely beautiful colors. I'll definitely keep it. We'll classify that as a keeper. That little baby banded tulip shell I picked up. There's an old one. That would have been a beauty. That's a banded tulip. It's seen its better days though. Darn. I'd love to find a banded tulip shell that size. That would have been huge. Darn. Take a quick photo here. Just one quick photo. Bear with me 1 second. All right, I'm back. This is area 4. We're up at almost the end of the park. There, area 4. There's 5 areas. 5 parking lots. Number 1 is the closest to the guard gate. Number 5 is down by Wiggins Pass. If you want to do some fishing, you want to park in number 5 and walk out to the end of the beach. This is area 4. This is where our friend Roy would always sit out here under these pines, and him and I would have our little morning chats on the beach. I think we'll get back, eventually we'll get back to doing that as soon as he finishes recovering. He's doing good though, as you could see from yesterday's post. I'm going to turn around here, start walking back down the beach. Beautiful, calm morning, super flat water out here. Still hoping to see some dolphins swim by. Seen lots of birds out in the water. Lots and lots of birds in the water. Good morning. Lots of pelicans and terns flying around, all feeding out here in the Gulf this morning. You can hear them. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, hit the share button. Let your friends know what you're watching. Be sure to like and follow Southwest Florida Television. If you're new to the group here, be sure to let everybody know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the people commenting back and forth. These beach walks are kind of about, it's more than a beach walk. It's a place to come and meet new people, make new friends. There's a lot of great friendships have been formed here on this page during my beach walks. And it's so neat. I meet people from all around the world. They come out to the beach and introduce themselves to me. I just met somebody just a few minutes ago, introduced themselves to me, say they've been watching these beach walks for quite a while. It's just amazing how small this world is. There's quite a few pelicans out in the water. There's 3 of them. Oh, 3 of them were sitting there, and then they took off as soon as I pointed the camera at them. They just flew over here and dove into the water. Fishing must be really good out here. You see all the little birds diving into the water. Those are terns. Those are all terns. Look at them all flying around. Absolutely beautiful. Where are you guys going? Down the beach. Here comes another one. I just love watching those pelicans dive into the water. That is so cool. Well, as most of you know, nobody pays me to come out here and do this. Southwest Florida Television is just the name of my Facebook page. If you want to make a little contribution, it's always appreciated. You can find my PayPal account info in the description of this post. There was a good dive there, right in front of me. These pelicans are hysterical when they dive into the water. They're just all around. I'm up in area 4, and the pelicans are just all out here, and the terns flying around, diving into the water. It's absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. Where are these guys gonna go? Sometimes they'll take off and fly right straight at me and dive into the water. Come on, guys, what you gonna do? They're just taking a break, I guess. They exhausted themselves. They ate too much. Look at them, look at all the turns. Just amazing. Well, they didn't have to go far. I don't know where that one's off to. These other ones are boom. It's so fun watching them. That one's got a seagull on his back. That was funny. Oh. Wow. Well, gotta move on. Gotta move on down the beach. That was fun watching these guys. Wow. I could stay here all morning watching this. But I gotta move on here. What a gorgeous morning, though. Look at that blue sky. Look at that blue sky. It's incredible. See, all the way up to Fort Myers Beach this morning. Look at that. See, all the way up to Fort Myers Beach. Absolutely beautiful. Sky is just gorgeous out here this morning. We started down in Area 1 this morning, made our way up to Area 4. More people starting to show up at the beach now. That's a nice sight. We didn't have people at our beaches for months here. We were battling the red tide. Now it's finally moved offshore. Our water's slowly starting to clear up. That little snowy egret there just caught a little fish. This water was just horrible not too long ago, last week. It was just a reddish brown color. Now it's finally starting to clear up. Hey, be sure to take the time to check out some of my photos and videos here. Videos that you'll definitely want to look for is if you go into the videos just click into the videos and then do a search in the videos for dolphin encounters. We had some really great dolphin encounters, dolphin sightings here, Roy and I. Those are really fun videos to watch. We've seen a lot of interesting things out here. Dolphins, stingrays, sharks. I've never gotten any good shots of manatees. The manatees come by here, but they're hard to get video of. They really don't do anything. They just kind of swim by, unless you happen to be out in the water and get in the mix. Manatees are there. You can really see them if you're up high in a big boat. You got to kind of look down into the water. Good morning. How are you today? Pretty much always friendly people here at the beach. Everybody's friendly here on our beach walks. Our little beach walk community here on Facebook. Be sure to join the group here. Hit the like and follow button. Become one of us beachcombers. I think I see a feather from a little snowy egret out here. Let me see if that's a little feather floating in the water. Yep. I think that's... Oh, that might be from a tern. Beautiful little feather. Beautiful little white feather. You can find some nice little feathers here on the beach. I think that, I don't know. That could be from a little snowy egret. Beautiful, oh, beautiful, beautiful white feather. There's more on the beach than just shells. Whatever tickles your fancy, you'll probably find it out here. Even treasure. There's people that walk this beach with their metal detectors, find all kinds of goodies. Shark's teeth, you can find shark's teeth here as well. I just have never found any. There's people that find hundreds of them out here, and me, I never find them. But here you can see how the water is starting to clear up. It's not nearly as clear up at the north end of the park. The further south you go, the clearer it seems to be getting right now. But there is no red tide warning in effect. No red tide warning in effect at Del Norwegians. I don't know what the status is for the rest of our beaches here in Collier County and Lee County. I know Lee County's having their share of problems. These are all little snowy egrets out fishing for their morning breakfast. That's a little baby one right there, the one to the right. That's a little baby. Now to the one to the left. That's a young'un. You can see by how it's reacting to me. Very skittish. You know, you don't want to startle the birds. Just walk slowly, give them their space. Don't let your kids throw stuff at them or chase them up and down the beach. As funny as that may seem, you know, that's really nerve-wracking on the animals, on the birds. Definitely don't feed any of the wildlife here. Birds, raccoons, whatever you find, don't feed any of the wildlife here in the park. The rangers, if they catch you doing that, they'll give you a stern slap on the wrist for it. If ever one of our park rangers comes up and asks you to stop doing what you're doing, please respect them. Sadly, these folks don't make a lot of money. They do that job because they have a passion for nature. So please respect our park rangers and respect the park rules and respect the park. Don't litter. So many people litter this beach. It's horrible. Getting into the shade of all the pines here. No ospreys this morning. What's going on? No ospreys, no dolphins. A lot of times I'll come out here and right up here over my head, right on this branch. That's a favorite perching spot for one of the ospreys here at the beach. But I don't see them out here this morning. Did not see or hear any ospreys. Still haven't seen any dolphins out there. Look how flat that water is though, isn't that beautiful? Every morning I come out here, there's something, it's just something different. Sometimes the beach is really active with wildlife. Other mornings it's really peaceful and quiet. We're walking south now, down the beach, looking towards the city of Naples, Naples proper. We're almost on the county line up here at Del Nor-Wiggins Pass State Park, very close to the north end of Collier County, just off US 41, just to the west of US 41. Really easy to get to this place. If you're on I-75 or 41, you just take Immokalee Road west. That's exit 111 on I-75. Immokalee Road, go west. And Immokalee Road just dead ends at the park. Couldn't be any easier to get to. Just keep going straight on Immokalee Road and it'll take you right to the ranger gate, right to the front gate, to the ranger station. Little white ibis. We saw him earlier this morning. A lone white ibis. Usually we see them in little groups. That's a little white ibis. It's beautiful here as we look up the beach. I'm gonna snap off another quick pic. All right, I'm back here. Well, we're getting close to where I started. Down on the boardwalk in Area 1 this morning. Well, 2 beach walks without any dolphin sightings. That stinks. But they're out there. They're definitely out there. Just never know what time they're going to come by. Another look at the water here. Definitely a lot better than it was a week ago. A lot better. We're down in Area 1 now. The north end of Area 1 beach. You can see where the park ends, where all the condos start. That's the end of the park. That's Vanderbilt Beach, where the condos start. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, you want to make a little contribution, it's always appreciated. Obviously not required or expected. It's always a nice little surprise to get something. It helps pay the phone bill. If you want to make a little donation, you can find my PayPal account info in the description of this post. To those of you that have sent a little something, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Be sure to take some time, check out all of my photos and videos here on Southwest Florida Television. That's just the name of my Facebook page here, Southwest Florida Television. It's not a big TV station or anything here in Southwest Florida. Isn't that beautiful there, those colors? Just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hang on one second while I take a quick photo. Those blues and greens are just spectacular. Spectacular. Well, you know what's going to happen. As soon as I leave, the dolphins are going to show up. It never fails. I see people posting pictures of them all the time on Facebook. 2 weeks ago from today, 2 Sundays ago, not last Sunday, the Sunday before, check out the video. Check out the video. So many dolphins. So many dolphins. Absolutely incredible. I just spent my morning beach walk following dolphins up and down the beach. It was amazing. But look at the difference between the north end and the south end. The water's much, much clearer down here at the south end of the park. Beautiful. Well, I got to sign off. Ooh, lots of little fish swimming by. Little fish that the birds are eating. I got to sign off. I want to thank everybody for watching this morning. I know we got friends from all around the world watching. That is so wonderful. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Make sure you hit the like and follow button. Hey, have a wonderful Sunday wherever you might be watching from. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.